Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Gaurelo and I am your academic big sister. I am here to guide you throughout your academics. You could be in matric, going into first year, second year. I am your girl. To the matric class of 2026, congratulations, you have made it. This is the beginning of your final stretch and I am so proud of you already. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 10 things you need to know, the things that you could try to implement in your matric year. Some of the things that I'm gonna mention here are the things that I have tried and have worked out for me. Some are the things that I wish I did. Tip number 1, start your academic year already. I know a lot of people say rest because you're gonna need it. I get that, I agree with them, but I am saying if you do have time, you don't have plans. If you don't have plans, you don't have a very hectic schedule, you can do a topic or two. For theory heavy subjects like life sciences, geography, I really recommend that you do start. If you prefer studying with your notes, I really recommend that you start writing your notes now. And for calculation based subjects, you can also start studying now, because the reason I encourage starting with your academics now is because your pace setter is designed in a way that you finish your content closer to the date of the trial examinations. So if you start now and you get ahead of your teacher and you stay ahead of your pace setter, then you'd have enough time to revise before your trial examinations, which is gonna benefit you. So the goal should be something that I try to work on was stay ahead of the teacher, be ahead of the pace setter. Tip number 2, prepare yourself for university and bursary applications. Applications come with a lot of stress, from the missing documents, not knowing what to apply for. Please make sure that you have your documents ready before the 1st of March, at least on the 25th of February. Make sure that you gather your documents, because on the 1st of March, some institutions will be opening for applications, right? Have your ID copy, have your parents' ID copies, have your grade 11 report, everything. You don't necessarily have to print everything. You can just have the documents on your device. So while we're still on applications, my other advice would be track your applications. So this is how I track my application. The first thing that I had here was the name of the institution and the program that I have applied for. So you could have your medicine, accounting, engineering, write them in order. So if your first choice was medicine, then you'd write medicine. Your second choice was accounting, you write accounting. Your third choice was engineering, then you write engineering. And then application fee. For each institution, I would write the application fee and tick here only if I have paid the application fee, right? Res, it is very important that you apply for res so that you do not struggle in January. So I would have a column for res and tick if I have applied for it. So for some institution, your res application is attached to the academic application. So when you are in the process of applying for those different programs, there will be an option where you apply for res, right? For some, it's a different application, so you have to start a new application. So always bear in mind that you need to apply for res. And then I also had confirmation. After completing my application, I always make sure that it has been confirmed. Did I get an email from the institution or an SMS saying that I have completed my application? If not, because some institutions do not send such communication, then I would call and ask if they have received my application. I just wanted to feel so safe and not really stress about what is to come. Tip number 3, this year is gonna be so draining. I don't want to lie to you. Matric is very doable. Matric is very doable, but it can be emotionally draining. The pressure, the deadline, and the fear, it just gets so real. You'll be so stressed about not making it to your dream institution, not getting funding, or even not being able to study the program that you want to study. It's a lot of pressure. So I'd really encourage that you do not try to do it alone. Have a community, have friends, have family members, have a good support system. Do not try to isolate yourself from everyone. Be present in your surroundings, be with people, have people that you can rely on. Know that whenever you are stressed, you can call this person. Please don't try to do this year alone. Pray, talk to someone, journal, breathe, and most importantly, please have fun, because this is your last year of high school. Have fun, participate in activities, but always remember the most important thing, your academics. Go outside, jog, just don't let your life be so centered to your academics. Tip number 4, minimize distractions. Your biggest enemy is going to be distractions. So if you know that your phone is distracting you, right? Some people prefer deleting their social media accounts. If that's what you prefer, then do it. But at the beginning of the year, I think it's very important for you to do some self-introspection and ask yourself, what are some of the things that distract me? Is it my cell phone, my friends? Then how am I going to manage those distractions? Right, that is very important. And while still on the distraction topic, I'd recommend that whenever you are doing something, write your to-do list, plan, know what you will be doing when, and also write a do not do list. So this will be a list of the things that you do not want to do. For example, I usually get distracted with social media, right? So I would write do not touch your phone, or do not use your phone from this time to this time. Do not stand up for a dance break from this time till this time. Do not do this. So the things that I usually do that distract me during my study sessions, I write them on my do not do list. It is very important for you to stick to your plan. Please plan and stick to your plan. So if you have planned to study a certain topic on this certain time, then that is what you should be doing at that certain time. Tip number 5, have a proper study space. Your space affects your focus. So find a place that is quiet, that is clean, where you know that you can consistently study there. You don't really have to use the same space the whole year. You can change around. But I think it's very nice for you to know, can do this at this place. You don't really have to stress about a place to study. Just knowing the kind of environment where you get productive and trying to study there most of your time. Tip number 6, stay ahead. My plan was to finish the syllabus around July, so that I spend the whole of August preparing for my September trial examinations. So it's something that I would really recommend that you look into. Have a plan out your whole year. Know that by this time I should be done with this, so that I use this time for revision. It's very important that you master exam technique. So your revising time would be for you to master your exam technique. It's something that you can also implement as you are studying. So as you study, I highly recommend that you do a lot of exam type questions. So if you are studying, for example, functions, DNA, after studying the topic, look for exam type questions. Tip number 7, already started on that. Past papers. Use a lot of question papers. Your past papers are your best friends. They show you how examiners are gonna ask the questions. Do not just read them, practice them, and practice them with the timer. So you are going to sit down and if the question paper that you're doing is 2 hours long, you put down a timer, and then you do the whole question paper for 2 hours, and then you mark. You see where you went wrong. My past paper technique, let me tell you about it. So this is how I used to approach past papers. Now I would attempt the past paper and then mark the question, and then for some questions where I was able to get the answer correct, but I feel like the memo is doing it in a different way that is shorter, and I understand the way the memo is doing it, but I'm worried that I might forget. I used to have a book where I would write the mistakes that I made when I was doing the past papers. So I'd write for example, let me say, I would say I tend to forget to write the unit of measurement. This is something that I'd write in that book. I'd also write a certain method that I've seen from the memo that I really like, and I feel like maybe I might forget. Not that I am going to cram it, but then I am somehow going to revise it, or I'm going to remind myself, instead of solving for x using this method, how about I use this other method? So the day before the exam, or maybe not a few hours, let me just say the day before the exam, I go through the mistakes that I used to make when I am practicing the past papers, and then I have them in mind before I go write the exam. Most definitely not forget that I should not repeat the same mistakes. Tip number 8, ask questions. Do not be afraid of approaching your teachers. Do not be afraid of approaching the tutors that you see on the internet. Ask for help from your peers. Just ask for help. If you don't understand something, ask for help. I used to have contact details of teachers that I knew from other schools, so whenever I would struggle or something, I'd send them a question, and then I explain how I am not understanding it, and then also show them how I have attempted to answer that question. Then they would let me know, you're not supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. So ask for help. It could be from your peers, that your tutor, your teachers. Just ask for help. You cannot do this academic year alone. Tip number 9, this is something I wish someone told me. So before my trial exam for LO, which is your final, because you don't have a final examinations, I tried out a different energy drink that I've never tried out before, and that has been the worst day of my life, because body just reacted differently. It reacted how it was not supposed to react to that drink. So avoid trying out different energy syrups that day before the examination. If you want to try it, you can do it during the weekend, but also be careful. Please manage the way you consume your energy drinks, your energy syrups. It can be very detrimental to your health to consume a lot of it. If possible, you feel like you are getting sleepy, maybe go outside and do a few jumping jacks or run around the yard, and then come back, shower, try to study. Try to find alternatives before you opt for energy drinks. Number 10, join our Matric WhatsApp group. We have a Matric WhatsApp group where we share tips, motivation, study resources, and reminders of the events that Academic Evolution is going to be hosting. So make sure that you join it. Go look for Academic Evolution on TikTok. We have posted the QR code there, and there's also the link in the comment section of the video that is pinned. Join the WhatsApp group, and also join our online sessions, which will be happening this December, and we'll also be having some sessions which are going to be happening in January. Dear Greatals, okay, this is your year. It will stretch you, but it will also grow you. I am here with you every step of the way. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share with another Matric student. I will be posting subject-specific tips for mathematics, for specifically mathematics, life sciences, physical sciences, accounting, and languages, because those are the subjects that I did. But then I'll also try to outsource, see if I cannot get people who would give you tips on other subjects that I did not do, but I'll make sure that I get very reliable people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to share this with any Matric student that you know. See you next time.